Last week, Storm Lillian blew us along the Manchester Ship Canal.
I'm on a turn and the wind's really blowing. It's not easy. Oh my god.
So that we could start our adventures on the River Weaver navigation. And here we are by Dutton Viaduct. And waiting for something very exciting to happen, which is due any minute now. Just about to set off this evening for a gorgeous evening cruise on the River Weaver, but I'm waiting for a very special thing to happen first. I'm moored next to what started life as a saltfish carrier in 1894 in Norway. Throughout the 99 years of its working life, it was boarded by the Spanish Coast Guard. Grounded on a sandbank near Gibraltar, it transshipped Coca-Cola to Angolan rebels, smuggled tobacco and cigarettes, and finally ran 3-day cruises up and down the River Weaver and Manchester Ship Canal. Her last captain, Thomas Henry Barlow, sadly couldn't afford the renovation work needed on her, and so she was moored here, where she is slowly disappearing into the river. I'm waiting to get the perfect shot here of the Danny coming through the viaduct and then going into the lock, and then I'm going to follow it down to the swing bridge and watch it stop all the traffic. I'm going to follow it in Narrowboat Alice Grace. But as I get my first glimpse of the magnificent steamship in the distance, I notice a Dutch barge heading straight towards it, completely unaware that the Danny is coming round the corner. The Danny's coming! And the Danny has no idea that there's a Dutch barge heading towards it either.
The steamship! The Danny! It's coming right down the middle. Oh, it's slightly to the left. You can't see it, it's the tree. It's right there now.
Oh my goodness. Wow. That just scared the life out of me.
This ship is run entirely by volunteers. They've got ground crew working the locks and bridges, plus there's a crew on board, all bringing so much joy and happiness to not only those guests on the ship, but also all of us onlookers too. So it's going to go past. I'm going to wait till it gets to the shipwreck, and then I'm going to start following it as it goes past, because I don't want to get too close to it. Then I also have to bear in mind what's going to come around that corner. Oh, it just makes me jump every time that happens. That's the loudest I go! We're following the Danny, staying wide of the shipwreck, making sure there's no debris underneath. And here we go. wonderful to see a boat like this on the water, knowing that it used to carry cargo and it did carry passengers as well. In the late 1920s, she carried the kings of Egypt, Iraq and Afghanistan, as well as the Sultan of Zanzibar, around Manchester's famous inland docks. So the Danny's going all the way to the Anderton boat lift tonight, and I think it's going to arrive there about 8 o'clock in the evening. We're not going as far as that. We will follow the Danny under Acton Bridge, which will need to swing open to enable the big ship to pass through. And then we will go as far as Saltersford Locks, where only the Danny has special access through them in the evening. Cars are still moving. So it's not happening yet. I can also see that the barriers are still up. So it just bibbed its horn because it's going to signal that the swing bridge needs to open. And they only prepare that swing bridge right the last minute because it's holding up traffic. You can hear that. Oh yeah, oh no, there's a car. Oh my goodness, a car nearly went over and they nearly squashed a car there. Bridge is swinging, traffic's waiting. Of course we can get under that bridge, so wouldn't have to stop for us. And I believe that the Danny is the only vessel on this waterway now that is tall enough to have to stop all of the traffic to open up these swing bridges. I think the Danny is the biggest, tallest ship on the Weaver, and we are privileged enough to be able to follow it today and go through it. Look at that! Oh, that technology! How old is that swing bridge? And there it goes, opening up perfectly. Now I wonder if it will start swinging as we go under it, because it doesn't need to open for us. And they probably don't want to hold the traffic up. They're probably going to start swinging it above our heads. So that's probably a thank you to the traffic waiting. There you go, they're going to swing it over us. This is when we really hope that that old technology is still properly working, because we're about to go under this bridge as it swings on top of us. Swallows underneath there. That is magnificent. me over to the next lock, and then we'll let it go on its way and we'll find somewhere to moor. You might be wondering how the Danny all works and what's going on inside. Well, Heidi the Narrowboat Pirate did an amazing vlog all about that. Her vlogs are always superb viewing, but if you want to find out more about this incredible ship, then I really recommend watching her vlog on it, and I'll drop a link to it in the video description of this vlog. Another beautiful boat here. Iris Abbott. Iris Abbott is 76 years old, and she used to carry grain to the Kellogg's factory. She did that all the way up until 1974. She's privately owned now, but she still has her original Gardner engine.
The good thing about going this time in the evening is because the locks close, you're not likely going to meet another boat coming the other way around these corners.
Just over there behind those trees is the Trent and Mersey Canal, which is only a short walk away from the River Weaver. You can see that as we head towards Saltersford Locks on the river, that there's a tunnel there on the canal. And it's while leaving the river and following the path towards the Trent and Mersey Canal that I had a massive surprise.
So that's the river behind me.
You can see all the seeds there in a line. Isn't that beautiful, the way that they look stitched together? Right, this is the canal. That's how near the Trent and Mersey is to the River Weaver. This plant growing in the canal is really appropriately named when you look at its leaves. It's arrowhead. I have been looking for absolutely forever, years, all over the willow herb, every year, for elephant hawk moth or the caterpillar. And today is the day. Today is the day. This caterpillar is a work of art. It's huge. But there wasn't just one elephant hawk moth caterpillar on the great willow herb. Look at that one. Is I think there's another one here. Oh, I nearly fell in the water. I nearly fell in the water. I'm so excited. Slightly smaller. Is there another one behind it? Oh no, look at this. I cannot believe it. It's like London buses. There's 3 of them. I've waited. Honestly, I have annoyed and bored anyone that knows me and has walked with me for years about trying to see one of these caterpillars. And now, there's 3 of them. Mostly they're brown, and they get their name because they resemble elephants' trunks. But occasionally you will meet a green one. And so I've got 1 green one here and 2 brown ones. If I need to have a selfie with the elephant hawk moth caterpillar, are you okay just to wait for a second before you swim again? Yeah, just a second. And if they're able to complete their life cycle, you may see them feeding on honeysuckle in the springtime, looking like this. Then suddenly I heard a sound that all small creatures dread. Excuse me? I'll tell you, there's
us these amazing elephant hawk moth caterpillars. They're all hanging in this willow herb.
Oh yeah, no, we don't touch anything there. No.
Oh, don't you?
No.
Well, brilliant,
Anything
brilliant.
that's like long and high, we just leave just like this.
You just do the grass. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I just got really protected. He's so sensible. All he's doing is cutting the grass. He's only cutting the grass.
Reluctantly, I said goodbye to the 3 beautiful elephant hawk moth caterpillars and headed back to the river.
So the next lock is in the distance, and we are not going to go through that. We are going to moor up. If you are responsible for polishing and cleaning the Danny and keeping it shipshape, then firstly you need to give yourself a pat on the back, because you do an amazing job, whoever you are. I know there's probably a whole team of you, because the Danny is looking absolutely stunning. And secondly, are you available to come and do my boat, please?
The Daniel Adamson does guided tours, private talks, cruises, and you can privately hire it as well. So to find out more, you can go to thedanny.co.uk.
So I'm going to wave goodbye to the Danny, and now we're going to turn Alice Grace around, try and find a good place to moor.
And even though all the official moorings are taken up, we managed to find this gorgeous wild mooring spot, which is perfect.
God, it feels like autumn this evening with those colours.
Chica sinks her starboard side into the weaver's crook, spent and dented in her pride from all the trips she took. Cocooned and moulded by the bank, she muses in her dwarm, of how the Danny has to thank his saviours from his harm. For now he is commander of this river where she waits, denied the gallant granter that restored his crumbled state. She slumps in metamorphic hope to be transformed and new, so she can one day cut her rope and join the Danny too.